we are going to talk about markers. I don't have a set of Crayolas here at home, but water-based markers are a lot the same. So I'm going to use these, but you'll use your Crayola markers. You're also going to need a paintbrush and a small amount of water and some kind of lid. That a plastic lid. White is good because you have a consistent background, and instead of a clear lid that, depending on what you put on it, it changes your color or your perception of your color. This is a piece of printer paper, and I want to show you some things about it. So using this for a project, or even especially the newsprint paper, those are not good for this, these projects, practice, or anything else. And I will show you why. Actually, I think I have a piece of newsprint paper. So the general process is that you're going to color some marker on your lid, put the cap back on, and then dip your brush in the water. Always wipe off any excess water on, oops, let me show you that better. You're gonna dip your brush in the water and always wipe off excess. There's still a lot of water in the brush, but wipe it off once. Then you're gonna get some marker on your brush, and then you just paint with it. And you can make it darker by adding more paint, more marker with the brush. And while it's wet, it's going to spread, and which is kind of a cool effect. And make it even darker. But there is a limit to how many layers you can put on. Partly because, and notice, to get this darker, I'm not adding more water to my brush. I'm just getting marker and adding it in there. Because the more water you use, the more the lighter your color is going to be. So if I get more water on my brush, the color's going to spread a little bit, but I can get it all wet and pull it more this way. But the more water you add, the wrinklier paper like this is going to be. I'm just putting water on the paper, and this paper is not made to take water, and that's part of the reason for the wrinkliness. And the other thing is that the paper starts to break down, and you can start to see some fuzziness on there. See if I don't know if you can see it very well, but there are little fuzz balls that are starting, here on my brush. On my brush there, you might be able to see that little fuzz ball from the paper. That's the fiber of the paper starting to come off of the surface of the paper, and they'll get bigger and bigger. And finally, the more you brush it and brush it and brush it, a hole or a rip will happen in the paper. So that's one reason why we don't want to use this kind of paper. The color looks okay, but this kind of paper is just not meant to take water, because it will break down. And this is probably going to be worse because this is thinner paper. It's going to get wrinklier, and the parts of the wrinkle that are the bottom part can start to see the paper through, or the table through the paper. And there's water on the table. It's not going to hurt my table, but this paper, is just not made to take water either. This is for dry media like pencil and charcoal, and so this is just not good. And it's going to do the same thing. It's going to develop a hole, but just become see-through, not meant to take water at all.